If you're having a free tier account with the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, then you'll be enabled for MFA. It is good that it has got good security, and yeah, it's logging in is generally through the your mobile Oracle Authenticator, which you would have downloaded and installed, and then configured it as well through the QR code. No doubt, as I said, it's no doubt it enhances the security. MFA enhances security. But then with a free account, you have a challenge because it's generally one person who is going to have a free account, and he's the administrator and he is going to be the user as well. The challenge really happens when you lose the mobile, or for that matter, your mobile crashes, or you want to reformat or something, then it's a kind of a challenge. There is no way, at least I have not found a way where you can again use a new mobile after formatting to re-register with your OCI using the QR code. Unless you are able to log in, then probably yes, you could do that. But what if, yes, you lost the mobile, or for that matter you have reformatted the mobile for whatever reason, or your mobile itself is malfunctioning, you're not getting the appropriate signal from the Oracle cloud, you're then stuck. Yes, you have a paid account, it is far more, the response is far more quick from Oracle if you have a paid account. But with a free account, because there's no obligation. Yes, Oracle might respond back when when you say that, hey, I lost my mobile, or my mobile device has crashed, and MFA, I'm not unable to use the authenticator, that is the um, Oracle mobile authenticator which you had installed. So in that case, yes, support might ask you to identify and then might reset. But with a free account, it's always kind of a challenge. It might take time, and again, that I understand, it depends on the region where you have hosted your cloud. I think in the some of the countries I saw that the response was fast and they were able to recover the Oracle cloud infrastructure, the free tier, pretty quickly, and some of them had said they are unable to do it for days together, but eventually they might have recovered it. But is there a point, is there an option? Because all the MFA for the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure was introduced about couple of years back, till up to 92, sorry, to 22, that is 2022, they didn't have. It's just you log in into the OCI with the user ID password, and everybody says MFA, which is always good. You need to have an MFA, but then yeah, it need to be on kind of an SMS, or the number could come in an SMS. In fact, most of the banking transaction is based on the OTP on the SMS or in your email, which is all the more easier. Even if your mobile is lost, your SIM number is not going to change. So in that case, it is much more easier, or email as well. You can always recover your email password, maybe reset it and do it. But with a mobile authenticator, in fact, I faced it a couple of years back, and at that point of time, I restressing. That point of time, it's possible to go into your profile by bypassing the MFA and then do a reset of the MFA. Let me repeat. I think I had the problem in October 2023 when my I had to change my mobile because it got old, and totally forgot about when I changed it. I totally forgot about the authenticator. available and changed that mobile. And yes, post that, after a month or so, when I want to log in, it was asking for the MFA. I didn't have an access to that old mobile. And to the new mobile, even if I install it, yes, no way you can get the QR code tied up with that new mobile. So that's a real challenge, I would say, as of now. It should be on, probably on the MFA, as like even when banking services are used in the SMS or email, why not the Oracle Cloud also use the same approach? Probably at least for free account, yes. Paid account, yes. It's much more, because it's costed. Oracle response can be faster as well. So this, if you look at the notes over here, registering new or re-registering existing mobile, Oracle Mobile Authenticator with a new mobile device already registered, need to register a new, re-register with the existing mobile device. If you have started the process but the process didn't complete, receives an error while trying to use. In both the cases, you must contact the identity domain administrator. So this is fine, as I said, if it is fine for a paid account. But in a case of a free account, it's always a challenge. You are going to be the administrator, you are going to be the user. And naturally, you got to go to the support. And support, as I said, for a free account, it can take its own time. So, as I said earlier, you could bypass this and get into a profile with a user ID and password. That is what I did about 2 years back. Bypassed um, the MFA, got into the profile, and then disabled it. But now that option is not there. Bypassing is not there. Unfortunately, I don't think it's there. So what? And again, all of a sudden, it got enabled for me recently. So this one, the old time, 2 years back, whatever has happened was coming back to my mind. What if I had to, if my mobile is lost? So in that case, better you have to, you can disable the MFA, that is Oracle Mobile Authenticator. You can disable it so that you can use your user ID and password to log in into the OCI. No doubt you are compromising on the security. No doubt on that. You might be compromising on the security, but then you are mostly using it for towards a learning purpose, and it's a free tire. If you are okay to take that risk, then do follow as what needs to be done. So I have logged in into my account, my account, free tire account, and what you need to do is identity security over here. Then get into the domains, and once you get into the domains, yes, identify the folder. This could be with the parent folder. It could be mostly, if I look at the other folder, it might not be um, there. So get into that folder, go to default, go to default, and then get into security. Get into security. Um, then it is sign on policies and security policy for OCI console. Click on that. Then you get MFA for administrator and MFA for all users. So this is where you need to edit it, and it says please be careful, make sure changes in security potentially lock you out of the system. So we need to be a little careful, but yes, go to continue, and then password is what you have to choose. Password, user ID, password, and then administrator, And similarly, normally you are enabled for prompt for additional factor, that is requires user to perform the multi-factor. So if you look at it, if I click on this, it gives you all the details, specified factors only. I'll say specified factors. Generally, um, this is all enabled automatically by default. This is all gets enabled. Um, so you got to actually disable this. When you disable, yes, it will ask for the generally I've already done it. Otherwise, it will ask you that I am aware of the security issues. So and still, I would like to go ahead. It will ask for a you need to tick mark that, so that you are bypassing the multi-factor authentication. You are okay with that. It will ask you, and then you need to save changes. So I have already done. So that's where if you look at it, this is already done. um, so that's where it doesn't give already done. Otherwise this will be at the enabled one. And similarly, you need to, even every administrator, you might be the administrator, you might be the user in free tier. So in the user also you need to follow the same one. One thing is, it will say that you are not an administrator, you are a user. And similarly, this should be not enabled. Prompt for additional factor require users for, this should not be enabled. You shouldn't have a tick mark over here. You should have disabled it and then save changes. Once you have done that, yes, it will not ask for the authentication. It will not ask for the additional authentication. You don't need to use the mobile app authenticator. um, you need to don't use to give the mobile. So yes, as I said, if it is an SMS, yes, it's always a good feature. But with the, still the problem is with the Oracle Authenticator, with the free tier account, if your mobile has crashed or you change the mobile, so the common thing is, instead of losing, you might change the mobile. So if you change the mobile also, there is the QR code. Yes, you need to log in into that, and I have not seen it. Probably it is there. You have to log in and then um, enable the QR code to, again, for the user it is possible, but you are an administrator with a free tier, then it becomes a real challenge, because once you change the mobile, and then again you need to again go back to old mobile and do it. Instead of that, if you are okay, then if you want to bypass it, you can do it in this way. You can go to the sign in rules, and then edit the sign in rule. The point to note here is, earlier you can just log in into a profile with the username, password, bypass the MFA. But now, this was 2 years back, but now it is not so. You can't bypass. When you get into the profile, it will still ask for the authentication to get into the profile. So that's a kind of a challenge. So if you want, it's better when you have when you're already using um, the mobile authenticator. That time itself, if you disable, then it is going to log in with their user ID, password alone. Yes, that is a bit of a security issue, just user ID, password. But then, if you are a kind of a learner, you are okay with bypassing the MFA, you could do that as well. Hope you find this useful. Thanks and cheers.